Hi, and welcome to On the Couch. I'm your host, Nicole Perino.
And I'm your co-host, John Laskow. Thank you for tuning into this week's show.
Now, we have a great show coming up ahead of us today. But first, how was your weekend, John?
My weekend was pretty good. Before the weekend, I was a contestant on the game show The Great Debate. And then
That's right.
It wasn't a good weekend for sports. Giants lost, Yankees lost, Eagles lost, Phillies lost. But hey, that's why they show up.
But on the bright side, you did debut on RTN.
Yes.
On The Great Debate.
It was a very great debut.
Which is
How
awesome.
was your weekend?
My weekend was interesting. It was eventful. Hung out with some friends. But on a more serious note, last week there was a protest at the Student Center sponsored by the Students for Sensible Drug Policies. They created Box City, and where they slept over in these boxes on the Student Center patio. Now, these boxes represented the dozens of students that are evicted from housing each year because of first-time drug offenses. Michael Imbriani and Allison Lips were there at the Student Center, and they talked to some members of the SSDP, got us the inside scoop. So let's take a look.
I joined to protest the Rowan's current policy for eviction when you are found with drugs on campus. It's a one-strike policy, and you get evicted. You don't get your money back for your dorm. You're just sent out on the street.
Hi, this is Michael Imbriani with On the Couch. I'm here with Samantha Powell, and Samantha is the events coordinator of the SSDP. Now, Samantha, how long have you been the events coordinator of the SSDP?
I am actually the newest addition to the executive board for Rowan's Students for a Sensible Drug Policy, so this is my first full semester as event coordinator.
And what is Rowan University's drug policy?
Well, the thing about Rowan University's drug policy, there is a zero tolerance policy in state, which, is subjective to whether you agree with it or not. But the thing about our policy is that if you're knowingly in the presence of somebody using illegal drugs, not necessarily you as a person doing them, you are still suffer the same consequences as the person who actually is or who actually has the drugs on them.
Now, for the first offense of drug possession, do you think that it should be, they should be more strict, or?
Well, I think that the first offense for for violating the drug policy is actually strict enough. I mean, you get kicked out of your housing, you lose your dorm or your apartment, wherever you're living on campus, for an entire year. You don't get refunded any of that money back. You get I believe the fine's up to $500 now. You get 2 years for disciplinary probation, and you also have to go